Good morning and welcome to my channel. It is early. I mean like 6 o'clock, and I think it rained most of the night last night. And somebody has to go potty. She needs to go potty. Let's let her go potty. Okay, you ready? It's raining outside. Ooh, it's still raining. Look how nasty the porch is. Are the chickens even out? I don't even think the chickens are out of their pen yet. Okay. Hurry up, girl. You're gonna get wet. Clover, what are you doing out in the rain? Didn't Mama let you in last night? Come on, Jill, you're getting wet. Come on, let's dry you off. Okay, now that I've got myself put together a little bit with my teeth brushed and I got my coffee sitting here beside me. Gotta have my coffee in the morning, man. I'm telling you. I'm one of those, see those memes that you don't want to talk to me until I have my coffee. I'm one of them people. No, not really. But yeah, welcome to my channel, On The Go Crochet. And the reason I called it On The Go Crochet is because most of the time I'm in my car working, and on my downtime I'm crocheting. So I take my crochet everywhere with me, and I'm always on the go with my crochet. So that's the reason I named it On The Go Crochet. Please bear with me as I get used to being on camera. It is very awkward talking to yourself or talking to your phone. But I've wanted to start this channel for a long time, and I thought, there's no time like the present, especially since I'm laid off right this minute. So I'm working on a little project for my granddaughter that will be here at the end of July. Not sure about the exact date yet because she gets to set that date on her next doctor visit, which is in just a few days. She's going to be having a cesarean, so she gets to pick her exact date, or pretty close. So I'll know later about what time, what date the baby will be here. But it's going to be a girl, and I'm making a baby blanket. So that's what we're doing today. All right, so I'm doing a granny square. I'm just going to show you how I'm doing that. I'm making a magic circle. And then I'm doing a half crochet. I'm doing 2 single crochets. And then I'm going to do, so we're going to do 11 half double crochets. Let me tighten this up just a little bit so I can get a better grip on it. All right, and then we're going to cut that right there. Going to cut this one down a little bit. Pull that through, tighten it up, and then we have the center. It doesn't look the prettiest because it's so small and I joined it right there. But you won't be able to tell that it's kind of funky shaped once we put the color on. And we're going to do a blue one. I have 4 colors. I have, let's see, blue, purple, pink, and yellow. And this yellow is a little bit darker than the sunshiny bright yellow that the flower is. So I just make me a loop, and then I attach it here. And then I do a stacked double crochet, which is you pull up a loop, pull through 2, and then you go in that loop there, pull one through, pull through two, go in through that loop, pull one through, and we're making a triple, so we're going to do 4 high on this stacked double crochet. There we go. And then we're going to do a triple, another triple, and another triple. And I bury my strings as I go in my work, these little stragglers right here. All right, so then when you have 4 triples, you take your hook out, you come back to this stacked double crochet right here. You go under both of those top loops, you grab your loose loop, and you pull it through, and you have your little petal. So the first one, you chain 3, you go to the next stitch right there, and I'm going to grab my loops up so I can hide them. Let me get them all up here. Get them all underneath my hook. And then we're going to do, whoop, let me pull that down. Kind of awkward getting everything together under the camera. We're going to do 4 triples. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now those little scragglers pulled themselves to the front, so I'm going to turn them over and pull them to the back. There we go. And that little thread right there we can just cut off. Y'all, I just kept getting further and further out of camera, so I just decided to skip forward quite a bit. And this is not a tutorial, y'all, but those of you who have been crocheting for a while, you know how to do a granny square. And if you don't, there are tons. Whoops, I'm doing a triple. There are tons of videos on YouTube on how to do a granny square. And that's all this is. After you do the flower, it's just a regular granny square. So a little bit about me. I live in a camper, as you may have noticed when I let my dog out this morning. My husband passed away in 21, and I did not feel like I could take care of the house and the yard and the upkeep and everything that it entailed. Even though the house was paid for, I just didn't want to take care of it. And I kind of wanted to see my kids have it. They were starting a family, and I wanted to give them a good head start in life that I didn't get. You know, I've struggled all my life, and nobody wants to see their kids struggle, or at least not as hard as I had to struggle. Nobody wants to see their kids struggle like that. So in a sense, I kind of gave my kids their inheritance before I passed. And I'm going to get the pleasure of watching them, you know, succeed a lot sooner than I did. But also my intentions were to buy the camper and do some traveling. So far, I haven't done a lot of that, but I just sold the house last year to them. And I had a lot of things that I wanted to pay off first. And I bought a car and paid that off. And I've just been working to pay things off, to get my camper situated like I wanted it. I did hook in plumbing so that I don't have to move it every time I need to empty the camper, you know. So I hooked that up to the house. And I will be living here on this property for as long as I live. That's kind of the agreement that my son and I have. But I'll be staying in the camper. And then hopefully soon I will be able to do some traveling as well in the camper. That's my intentions. I have fibromyalgia, and so I'm gonna retire just as soon as I can and do some traveling. And I just didn't feel like with my health the way it was that I could take care of things in the house and the yard work and everything. So I don't have to do any of that. I just take care of my little camper and my little dog, my lazy mutt. You'll see a lot of her. Her name is Jilliana. And she's been with me for 11 years now, almost going on 11 years. Okay, so we're at the end. We're just going to tie that off. And then you can tie this string in. And there's your little flower, your little granny square flower. And let's see, I had another yellow one. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. So I have this little yellow one as well. And then, oh, that one looks smaller, don't it? I wonder if I think I did this one in different yarn. Yeah, this one is different yarn. That's why it's a little bit bigger. Until I decided to switch over to this mainstay. But, yeah, so yellow. And then I have a purple and a pink. So, anyway, I think it took me 48 of these. I think I went 6 by 7 for the blanket size. And if you'll give me just a minute, I'll lay it out and show it to you. But I'm going around it. I've got them all put together. And then I'm going around it with green. And then I'm going to do a double ruffle on it. So the second ruffle is going to be like a lattice work. And it's going to be white. So give me just a minute and I will show you how far I've gotten. Okay, so here it is laid out. And I chose to put it together with these, with the ridges. And all that is single crochet. Slip stitch. I slip stitched it. I wonder if I turn this light on, if it would help with the color a little bit. Maybe a little. And it gave me that ruffled edge, which makes it kind of look like a lattice work. And then I have the ruffle around it like this. And then I'm going to take a white. I did the back loop only of this ruffle. And then the front loop, I'm going to go back in with white and do like a mesh market bag kind of stitch, you know, where you chain 5 and connect it, and then chain 5 and connect it. And I'm going to do about 3 rows of that on there. And I think it'll be really cute. I don't know if I can get a good picture of it or not. That's not bad. Pretty small table. It's a pretty good sized little baby blanket. I got a mess everywhere, y'all. I'm getting ready to do the farmer's market, which starts next month. No, this is April. It starts. Yes, it starts this month on the 19th, so I've got to get hopping on that. But anyway, I think it turned out really cute. I hope you like it too. And I will show you what it looks like when it's all finished. All right, are you ready? Because it's finished. And it's so pretty. It turned out so good. And I can't wait to show it to you. Here it is. But I think it turned out so pretty. I'm absolutely in love with it. I think my daughter-in-law will love it. But I think it turned out just beautiful. Let's see if I can get a... It's bigger than my table. It turned out bigger than I thought. But I'll tell you, this one took me longer to do than any baby blanket I have ever made. I mean, you know, granny squares always do take longer. But there was a lot of ends to weave in, you know, and then, of course, you know, ruffles take a long time. But I'm really proud of it. I think it turned out beautiful. And the grandbaby's name is Ophelia. So I think Ophelia will look beautiful wrapped up in this flower granny square baby blanket. I hope you like it. Leave me a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. And I'll talk to you soon. Well, the rain has stopped. The chickens are having a field day. The dogs are as nasty as they can be. That's Poppy. She's a Sheltie. And that's Yaddle, he's a collie. Quite a bit of difference between the two. I guess the chickens are waiting to be fed, but it's too muddy right now. I'm gonna wait for it to dry up just a little bit before I go out. All right. The sun has come out though. It's a little bit cool. Maybe I'll be able to sit outside before the day's over. Hey y'all. Thanks for watching this video. I apologize that it was so bad, but I'm going to go ahead and post it because I am going to get better. And if I don't post this one, I'll keep making excuses as to why, I shouldn't post. So I'm going to post it, and one of these days I'm going to look back on it and I'm going to laugh so hard at how bad this video was. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you'll stick around and give me a chance, and I'll see you next time.